Shredder is awesome. Here's World War Hawk. This is what I'm talking about. So I think this item right here alone is worth more than all the bucks. But look, this is a variant item. It could be graded. Again, takes so much to get graded. I'm going to say this is probably an 8. I might do it. I might buckle down. If I get to see the people over there, I'm gonna just tell them to take it. I'm going to tell them to take it and then get it done and pay, and I'll pay them later. Here's the original cover, and I'll get this one graded too. I'm gonna see. I got the book of the vendors, so I'm gonna see if they're there. I'm gonna go ahead and ask them to go ahead and let me have it. Let me get them graded. So here's World War Hawk, and we're at 305, 405, and look at this. So it went 405. Here's Fantastic Four, awesome. Iron Man. So they're all trying to eliminate Hawk because Hawk was sent to another world because he was unruly and he wasn't being a team player. So he was being bad basically. And then they wound up, he thought his wife in the other world wound up getting killed, and he came back with a vengeance because he thought it was S.H.I.E.L.D. that did it. And I believe S.H.I.E.L.D. did do it. They tried to kill him over there in their Sentry. I don't know if one of the only appearances that I have in all my comic books of Sentry. So it's 505. Then they go into extra. So it's still World War Hawk, but then it's X-Men 1 of 3 limited series. I like this. This is what I like. This is the stuff that I like when I was collecting, as I collected these books, because they were limited. They were limited series. You know, they were easy to get. It's cool. They were good. They were good. You know, easy reads and good art. So here's X-Men's 303. And here's more World War Hawk. This is a one-shot. This is a one-shot World War Gamma Files. 104. 204 Gamma Files. Gamma Corps. 404. Here's Ghost Rider. Yeah, this is what I like. There's a good show on YouTube, Comics Explained. I follow him. He's real cool. Like, he gets into the book, into the storyline. I always listen to his stuff. And, you know, that's what I do now because I'm not into the comics as much as I was once before. This is a little cartoony, right? Little kitty stuff. That's what it looks like, at least. Heroes for Hire. Now it doesn't look kitty. It looks, but it still looks, doesn't look like that. That kind of, see how they have different drawings for 3 different pieces. And then Iron Man came back. Here's a variant Shield. The Director of Shield piece. World War Hawk, and this was a variant. There's Iron Man. Look, the covers are like thumbnails, right? Videos on YouTube, thumbnails. The Incredible Hulk. I like this piece. Incredible Hulk versus Marvel Hercules. Now they're a team. Incredible Hulk 109. 110. Frontline, I guess this is the Bugle version. Fantastic Four thing. And there's many more. That's the World War Hawk series. That's what I liked about this. It's kind of like how we see it in the movies. They intertwine the universe with other stories. This is cool. Incredible Hulk variant edition. Frontline. I'll go through these books and then come back with the next one, but I think the final book in the series was here, right here. Marvel Spotlight. That was like a magazine portion. Might have been one of these, After Smash. Or that's why I stopped collecting them. But I'm going to go through these and then bring it back. To conclude this episode, I'm going to finalize the last stack of comics I have here. But overall, you guys collecting comic books, keep on. Keep on. The next thing to do is to grade them. Pick the ones you got to get to grade. Look, I recommend just send them in to go get graded, or go to a show, one of your local comic book shows or whatever, and send it through there, through CGC there. I know at the Chicago Comic Con, they have to be at the C2E2, if not in the Comic Con in August. But get it there, and don't worry about doing the printing and all that unless you got the skills to get it like hard press and all that. Just send it the way you get it. If you see that your comic is in good shape and it's decent, it's gonna get a high grade for you. Just do that. I mean, even get some kind of the pros that you work with over there at their shop where you get them. Have them say, yeah, this comic is gradable, or look at some graded comics that they have at the shop, compare them to what you got, and you can send them in. That's what you want to do, though. You want to make these comic books an investment, you have to get it graded, and that's how you're going to get them off. And then you can go ahead and even go to the exchanges and then the comic book auction sites, and they'll help you get rid of them, or they'll help you with your investment over time, even if it's a long-term investment. You're rarely going to find a short print in these comics. It's big business now. It's no longer like collectibles. I mean, people who collect comic books have been doing it for years. It's hard to get new people into comic books. But look, they're doing great. The art, as you see, is incredible. So, yeah, I would recommend going and getting some advice on your comic that you buy, okay? So, here's some other books that I had. I thought they were interesting, but not really. Look at the Marvel logo changed. I think this was later on. This had to be either later or this is around the 2009. Who's this? What book is this one? Oh, the Mighty Avengers. They got the one because it's a new story. It's not because it's the first book ever. It's the new story. Most Wanted Files. Official Handbook of Marvel Universe. The Mighty Avengers. So, yeah, these are my comics. I'm debating on which ones to get graded, which ones to sell. I was thinking of just getting rid of the whole thing and just convert them into the toys that I want to get and the action figures that I want. So, yeah, take your time. Make the right choice. Take your time, make the right choice, and do what you feel is best for you. And, if you got kids and you want your kids to get into the comic book arena, show them the ropes. Make sure they understand your collection. Make sure you know what they like. Don't just get stuff that you like for them, but make sure they get the understanding of how to collect the comic books. And then the other thing is go meet some comic book collectors and see how they are and where it's going. And again, always short print. Look at, if this magazine has about 20,000 prints, right? The one thing that would make this magazine grow if it went from 20,000 to 10,000. If, they were lost, destroyed, whatever, that's how these work. Then you got to get people to buy them. People want to be interested. Like you've seen in past videos, I was doing one on cartridge and video games and how they were graded, and now there's a demand for them and there's limited supply of them. Those things are limited. 10, 11, and the graded ones are not even, they're probably in the single digits. That's why there's so much money. So the thing to me is, the thing that I find fascinating with the video games is how they never even played the game, or they kept the box in such great condition. When they played it, they put it back in with no problem. But I think that's fascinating. I definitely want to do a video on that. Want to get somebody to interview about that. So, yeah, there you go. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and check out my other videos. I know I got a ton of videos I'm posting for the C2E2 era, or the C2E2 thing that I got going, that was going on in Chicago. And check me out on my other platforms. Caught Stealing with Marquez, a baseball podcast / pop culture. Collecting 12 and eBay. You'll find some of this stuff and many more. And yeah, subscribe. Hit me up. Let me know what you want to see next. What kind of collections you want to see. What kind of different collectibles there are. Just let me know. Thank you. And you guys take care of yourself and enjoy collecting.